All right, so this is a suggestion via Patreon. The name of the video is Mexico is taking care of America's healthcare crisis. Let's check it out.
Every year, U.S. visitors make 1.2 million trips across the Mexican border to this tiny border town so they can receive affordable health care.
Welcome to Los Algodones, guys. We meet the best. Look, we're to dental.
A lot of people live here in this town because of the dental tours. A lot of families eat about the dental terms that we have here.
More than 300 clinics are in a place around 7 square miles.
In Hawaii, it would have been easy up to $45,000.
Do you have dental insurance in the U.S.?
It is, but it's worthless.
What began with one dentist and
it is absolutely worthless. Unfortunately, I also have dental insurance, and yeah, that's not a thing. There is listen, I will cancel that and get a plane and literally go back to Europe.
One clinic
for that very specific reason. If I ever get anything done, I'm going to Europe.
More than 50 years ago, grew into a series of interconnected industries, all either serving or surviving off of medical tourism.
Siempre tratamos de que el turista que viene aquí darle un cálido recibimiento, que se sienta cómodo, que se sienta seguro, pues para que esto mismo no desaparezca.
But what does it mean when even middle-class residents of one of the world's wealthiest nations are forced to cross the border to receive health care?
Like, how do we make excuses for this?
Let's just
get real for a second.
Live my life with my mouth closed and not smile.
And how impactful is the influx on Mexicans who live here?
What would happen if all of the dentists and doctors went away? What would happen to the townspeople and the locals?
He will die. He will die.
Hold it. Right and hold it. Right and hold it. Open. Right and hold it. Open. Okay. I'm going to show you with a mirror. Okay, open a little bit.
I'm in postal code 21970 in Los Algodones, Mexico, aka Molar City. It's a place about 10 miles from Yuma, Arizona, and its economy is synonymous with dental tourism. As soon as you enter the town, you have your choice of optometrists, pharmacists, cosmetic practitioners, and dentists, the town's primary financial driver. Many U.S. visitors here cross the border on foot. Traveling from the U.S. is easy if you can afford to get here. But the option is entirely out of reach for the poorest U.S. residents.
I can imagine.
Okay, open a little bit. Okay, all the blue spots are there.
It's where Charles Keene, a 60-year-old California resident, is inspecting the extensive dental work Dr. Paula Duque has done on him after years of pain and failing oral health.
I had, in January, effectively 28 teeth removed. I had 10 implants installed along with whatever grafting the doctor felt was appropriate.
How much did you pay here?
Guys, before I hear this price, I need to know, all right? Because I definitely need to go get, as a matter of fact, I need to get one bone graft and two teeth replaced, right, in the back of my mouth. And I'm like, listen, they're telling me the price is with insurance, and I'm like, that's with insurance? Again, when I really kind of set myself up to actually get it done, I'm definitely not doing it here. Why would I do that? Why would I even do that to myself, bro? Right? So if whatever price you tell me, bro, all right, just make sure it is better than, I'm trying to think what they told me I have to pay, bro. Like maybe $6,800 something for like 2 teeth and like 2 bone grafts, bro. Go.
In 19,000 plus or minus.
How much would it cost you in San Jose?
55,000 plus or minus.
This desert.
They paid that's for 28 teeth, $19,000. Nah, bro, that's crazy.
Town is an oasis of medical care for U.S. residents priced out at home. A home with the world's most expensive healthcare system.
Do you think you'll ever do any of your dental care in the U.S. ever again?
No.
I mean, I'm a veteran. I pay for veteran insurance, but
And you're a vet, bro? Oh, this is more disrespectful, bro.
You know, dental crown after with insurance is like $800. Here's after insurance, my out of pocket. Here's $210.
Mexico is one of the top 10 countries for medical tourism.
The volume of the gum pushes up.
Okay.
But after they cement it, they won't move.
Dental care is extremely important because going without it can lead to things like heart disease.
Right.
Dr. Paola says this work is fundamental health care.
Teeth are part important of our body. It's not just for smiling and look pretty. It's for eating. It's for speaking. It's for even for hearing.
For hearing?
They're involved in the digestion. Some patients, because they cannot chew properly the food, have stomach issue. It's a big system. The teeth are really important.
I think when I lost my
This man is happy.
front teeth about 2.5, 3 years ago, and you're down to just sharp edges right there in the front. It's a big loss. It's a big loss, and
yeah, it's also self-esteem issues. Keep that in mind. You never really want to lose your front teeth. That kind of makes you in a sense, right? So I can only imagine what he very specifically went through when he lost his front teeth.
just try to live my life with my mouth closed and not smile.
How do you live your life with your mouth closed?
You find moments when you're more alone to open. Just keep it slightly closed. When you're visiting with people, you don't talk to people as much.
The thing that I recommend you always is like singing. Singing helps a lot because your tongue finds the way for the new spaces.
Amazing grace, how sweet.
Okay. All right, bro. I'm fast forwarding on you. All right, we're fast forwarding. I respect it. I respect it fully.
You're so nice.
Dr. Paola's patient is singing this song on her 35th birthday, and 1 year after she co-founded her practice, SmileMakers Group, with another dentist.
Most of our patients came here with terminal dentition. That term means that the patient has like the last era of the teeth. The most patients that we see right here come when we can not have anything for saving the teeth. So the treatment is to remove the teeth that are remaining there and place implants, and then posterior of that, do the rehabilitation over the implants.
Dr. Paola has been a dentist for 14 years and came to Mexico when the political climate forced her to leave her native Venezuela.
And guys, the thing about that, right, really quickly, is that, what do we do as Americans, guys? What exactly can we do to fix this? Obviously, we have an issue if we have to go to other countries because our country is not reasonable at all with this. I mean, I get it. People in the comments are going to be like, you're not getting adequate service. Guys, I don't think you understand what's happening here. You're probably you're getting better service outside the country, period. You are absolutely getting better services than we're getting for a ridiculous amount of money, and the people are going to be rude, generally. My experience, at least, right? So, what do we do going forward?
She drives an hour to get to work 6 days a week, and the vast majority of her patients are older people.
I can imagine.
How much do you worry about competition?
There is 1,000 of patients that can come, so I'm not worried about the competition. I think we have great dentists here in Mexico in Los Algodones, and I don't think we need to compete.
Los Algodones' dentists may not feel the need to compete with one another, but they are competing with their northern neighbors. Some of the most expensive dental procedures you can get in the U.S. are more than 60% less in Mexico.
Yep.
There are a combination of reasons the prices are cheaper in Mexico.
Go ahead, let's go.
Mexican dentists make less money than their U.S. counterparts. The government subsidizes their education, so they graduate with less debt.
Okay.
And Mexican dentists aren't required.
Oh no, the government, the evil government subsidizes education there.
To have malpractice insurance, like they are in the U.S.
Okay. So everything is supposed to be expensive, basically. So what we're paying for, basically, is the schooling of the doctors, the dentists, Sorry to disrespect, guys, right? I know how some of you guys are. We're paying for the schooling, the malpractice insurance, and basically everything else. But unfortunately, people just need to get their mouths fixed. So I would honestly tell every single person to stop. If you can, absolutely stop going to American dentists. Guys, example. I got one tooth removed in Spain, cost me 50 euros, like maybe 53 or something like that, dollars, right? I got one tooth removed in America, cost me $800. Do you see the problem?
Every single U.S. visitor I met...
Sorry to skip again, and I had less pain in Spain with whatever witchcraft medicine they gave me compared to you.
That said price was the number one reason they came to Mexico. Dental issues are some of the most frequent conditions for which doctors treat medical tourists. Between 65 and 70% of all U.S. outbound medical travel is for dentistry.
What does that say?
Being Native Hawaiian, it's different because we're so isolated out there in Hawaii that our resources are limited. Everything gets shipped out to us. So the cost.
Everything is more expensive
inflated,
in Hawaii, absolutely.
Extremely inflated.
Stephanie Manera has spent 40 of her 52 years without adequate dental care. She says where she's lived in Hawaii, dentists didn't even have the most modern equipment.
For the most part of my adult life, I've only been able to eat on this side. So for this side, if it was to go out, like if there was some kind of issue where I lost a tooth on this side, then it's a done deal. I won't be able to eat. So that's why I'm here.
Stephanie, like almost all the U.S. visitors I met, does have dental insurance back home. It's just not enough to cover the work she needs.
It doesn't do anything.
An estimated 74 million people in the U.S.
Guys, and I paid $800, guys, speaking, with insurance.
Don't have dental insurance, which is separate from health insurance. Even Medicaid, the U.S.'s healthcare program for low-income people, doesn't guarantee dental coverage for people older than 21. Instead, states determine the type of dental care they provide, if any.
Yeah, right.
And less than half of the 50 states offer comprehensive dental care.
Like I would have to pay out of pocket, and that's something that we would never be able to afford.
Oh, who can?
How long did you all have to
Seriously, who can?
For about a good 15 years, putting aside
to be able to get the dental care you need. And over those 15 years, did you feel your oral health failing,
declining,
even
absolutely,
as you were saving?
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I felt anxious that like maybe I would just cave in, and just go
Guys,
do what I can over there.
Stephanie spent a week getting implants, her gap closed, root canals, and crowns. And the reason she's able to get inexpensive dental work in this Mexican town, and that Dr. Paola is able to practice here, goes back to one man.
Okay, who's this person?
Cada diente tiene una función. Déjame explicarte cuáles son las funciones.
All right, let's go.
Los dientes inferiores tienen fosetas aquí, aquí, y aquí, y aquí.
Dr. Bernardo Magaña is the godfather of the
superstar.
dental industry in Los Algodones. But the nearly 83-year-old doesn't care about that, and he doesn't want you to either.
¿Sabes qué es lo que tenía el pueblo? 48 burdeles.
Oh.
Eran 48 para un lugar de 3,500 habitantes.
Dr. Magaña, who came here in 1968, is such a force in this town that he owns a lot of the land and buildings where the clinics reside.
Oh, he's making money.
Estoy enamorado de mi profesión. Hacemos maravillas ya últimamente con los implantes. Es la nueva modalidad de la odontología. Los pacientes que no tienen dientes y no se puede poner implantes, les hacemos cirugías y les reimplantamos hueso.
Dr. Magaña's impact on the dental workforce in Los Algodones is palpable.
Marcela, pues como te comenté ahorita, igual. Mi doctor de cabecera era el doctor Magaña. Pues el tiempo que yo fui niña, yo creo que con él me atendí varios varias veces como
I wonder what that is.
dolor, una resina, una amalgama. Él fue casi prácticamente el que le llevaba a todos los
Guys, I apologize. I have no idea what's actually happening on my end here.
niños, los papás, y pues y nosotros también.
Nina Delgado Morieta is a Los Algodones native who's seen her small town evolve into an international healthcare destination.
Me parece muy bien porque le da otra imagen al pueblo. O sea, ya se ve más como una ciudad pequeña, no se ve ya como un pueblo. Y pues cada año va creciendo la remodelación que le hacen al pueblo.
I can imagine if you grew up there and there were like houses of ill repute, let's say, 48 for every 3,500 inhabitants. That's a lot, bro. That was a lot of work those young ladies were doing, guys, right? I can imagine that if that was what you were raised in, and then now you're starting to see this type of thing coming in that's actually helping people. I guess it was helping people before. I don't listen. All right, differently. I can only imagine. Right? Now there's a whole lot of money coming in for everyone else, not just very specifically the madams, right?
Los pacientes que vienen aquí no son pacientes pues millonarios o ricos que se pueden atender en Estados Unidos, que lo dental es un tratamiento muy caro allá. Y ellos vienen aquí pues quizás a lo mejor a gastarse sus últimos ahorros, pero pues tratar de tener una muy bonita sonrisa y tener algo funcional con qué comer.
Los Algodones may be the self-described dental capital of the world, but it cannot be the solution for the millions in the U.S. who are only one procedure away from financial disaster.
Right.
Yo sé bien que estoy afuera, pero el día en que yo me muera, sé que tendrás que llorar, llorar y llorar.
Dental care here isn't
That
only
was a weird transition.
out of reach for working class and impoverished people in the U.S. Ironically, this flood of dollars means dentistry is too costly for the around 5,000 residents who live in Los Algodones, which is why locals receive different rates.
Sí. ¿Y es precios accesibles o es el mismo precio de los gabachos? El que les dan a ustedes.
No, para nosotros es menos. Gabacho.
Come on, that's not fair. All right? That's not fair. Make it cheaper, then more people would come. I'm just going to go ahead and point that out. Right? I mean, if you're helping, I guess it's the local stuff, guys. I don't know. I hate the way that sounds. That just means that I need to find, I need to find someone that lives very specifically in that town and be like, hey, listen, I have a deal. I'll give you some
when
extra
we see
money.
patients from here in the town, normally we don't charge, or we just charge part of the material or the lab.
Okay.
So we try to help them because we know that even that we have affordable prices, the economy from United States and Mexico are different.
Yeah, I don't like that.
In Los Algodones, most tourists visit between November and April. Locals call them snowbirds. I'm here in June, the low season. Here, Mexicans, like this 70-year-old vegetable merchant, rely upon medical tourism dollars to earn a living.
How do you survive and sell your goods?
By few people that came, 1 or 2 sales a day.
Oh, what in the summertime?
In the summertime.
In the wintertime, how many sales?
Lots of sales.
Lots of sales. Too many to count.
Too many to count, yeah, but you were less in summer.
Not even a border wall can sever the interdependence these people have. The vast majority of Mexican residents who live here and shape the industry don't get wealthy doing so. Many are working class people.
Right, but I mean, they get free healthcare, and well, they get free dentistry at least, while we pay large quantities of money, while then facilitating the area, while they get free dentistry. Guys, I'm enraged. I mean, I get it. You take care of your country, right? We would do the same exact thing, just to be honest, right? But it's a little frustrating to hear. I mean, those are one of the quiet parts that you kind of say internally, but just don't say it. You get what I mean here, guys? Maybe we didn't need to know that very specific bit of information.
Some migrating from 30 hours away to earn a living. In this town, dentistry is literally life. And it's solely because the U.S. failed to sustain life for its own people.
What could the U.S. learn from Los Algodones?
To keep learning to get better, to try to give the patient better prices so more people can come and have the opportunity to be able to get a new smile in dental health.
Okay. Guys, I mean, listen, solid. No complaints, right? Other than the fact that our dentistry is entirely too expensive. That's a complaint. It's a pretty big complaint, I guess. How they delivered it was great, you know. But listen, let me know in the comments what I should be checking out next, guys. This is very frustrating to encounter, right? But listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.